q divided by q equals to 2, and 40 divided by q we write as 40 over q. Okay. In example 7, the cost function is given as 1 over 10 q square plus 3. We are asked to find the marginal cost, part A, and then part B, find the rate of change of the cost when 4 units of the products are produced. Okay, so the rate of change is actually the marginal cost. So let's look at part A. When C equals 1 over 10 q square plus 3, so we are asked to find marginal cost. Remember, marginal cost is dc over dq. So what it means is we differentiate the cost function. So when we differentiate 1 over 10 q squared, so 2, bring it out here, 2 times 1 over 10 will give us 1 over 5, and then q square minus 1 will give us q. So this is the marginal cost function. Okay. And part B, we are asked to find the rate of change. So remember, as I said, rate of change refers to the marginal cost, which is dc over dq. And since we are given the quantity is 4 units, so the rate of change of the cost is dc over dq, which is 1 over 5q. And then when q is equal to 4 units, you substitute q with 4. So we will get 0.8. Okay. Now next we go to the next topic, minimizing cost. Right? So in order to minimize cost, there are a few steps here. Step number 1, we need to first find the value of q when dc dq equals to 0. So next we need to substitute into d2c dq square. Right? Remember, when d2c dq square is positive, then it is minimum. When negative, when we get negative, it is maximum. Alright? But in economy or in management, in order to minimize cost, remember, alright, in management we need to minimize cost. Alright? So therefore we need to prove that d2c dq square is minimum. Alright? So if the d2c dq square is greater than 0, the value of q will minimize the cost. Okay, let's look at example 8. If c is given as 0.01 q square plus 5q plus 100, which represents the cost function, and we are asked to find the average cost function. So average cost is given by the formula c over q. So substitute c with this function. So we get 0.01 q square plus 5q plus 100 from here, alright, divided by q. So split into 3, and then simplify, we will get 0.01 q plus 5 plus 100 q to the power -1. Alright. Next, the second question is to find the average cost. So remember, we have already found the average cost from part A, and here we need to find dc bar, or the differentiation of the average cost compared to quantity. So differentiate this, 0.01 q will give us 0.01, and then 5 does not have q, we can drop it, and then differentiate 100 q to the power -1, so -1 times 100 will give us -100 q, power -1 will give us -2, and then the result here will be equals to 0. Alright, so from here we need to find the value of q. So we will find q square equals to 10,000, therefore q is equals to 100. Alright. Now next step is to find d2 c bar over dq square. Alright, so we differentiate the second time, we should get 200 q to the power -3, or 200 over q to the power 3. So from here we need to test the value of q equals to 100. So substitute into this function. So we will get d2 c bar over dq square equals to 200 over 100 to the power 3. So since this is positive and the denominator is positive, positive divided by positive, the answer is positive or greater than 0. So since we have obtained this value equals to positive, therefore we said that this q equals to 100 minimize the cost just now.